es el abogado del diablo, viste tú. Quieres saber más de ti y es por eso que hoy estás aquí.
Eru
I
Gibson.
know, time flies.
Welcome to Acción Podcast. How are you, my friend?
Very well. How are you?
I'm excellent. Looking at your nice hair, new color, new look, new style. Starting the year with a fresh new look, I guess.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You look amazing. You
Thank you.
haven't changed.
Well, I have. It's the effects here in the camera and the lighting, all the tricks we do on camera. And speaking of camera and tricks and lights and action or acción, like the name of this show.
Acción.
Yeah, acción, which is action. So you're
Right.
familiar with the term. You are an actress. You have tons of experience in
am.
play. You've done a bunch of work from like Alzheimer's campaigns to the FBI
Oh,
work to the LAPD police department work. So just talk me a little of that, of like your background, your experience. I know you from Stella Adler Academy of Acting, so you have a strong background
yeah.
in theater, but share with us and the audience all the things that you do.
Right. Well, I'm an actor and artist.
In about 15 years, inspection and hours will done. And we will meet again. We will meet again.
But I've been always into acting therapy and science. And I actually studied EEG brainwaves of performance when I was studying at university in Japan. So I was always into science and what we can do to make people happier using acting technique. I see lots of elementary school using acting therapy for kind of teaching like bullying or prisoners playing part of criminals or victims, or even playing victims' families so that they can know how they feel.
Hmm.
I
So
think
I
it's very
guess that, like empathy
interesting.
is like a big part of this, right?
Right. And also playing criminal itself, and then they can learn how they actually feel, kind of knowing their subconsciousness.
Yeah, their psyche, where are they coming from? What do they want?
Right. So these actings are not for showing.
Hmm.
It's for eternal kind of experience.
So let's break this down. How do you mix science, art, and the art of making people feel better? Because that's also an art within itself. So how do you mix theater, science, brain waves, making people feel
Right.
better?
So when I was a child, I was obsessed with Bewitched, the TV series, and I started to study alchemy.
Oh,
I was so into magic and, these things.
you like alchemy? Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you recognize
Oh
the
my gosh. This is perfect.
symbol? Symbol of air.
That effect though, yeah. So and then I started to research about brainwaves, and it's very interesting how experienced actor, when they switch emotion from negative to positive, vice versa, and their brainwaves actually changes. So which means if you learn acting technique, it doesn't have to be for actors training, just in general. When you are depressed or when you are so sad and miserable, but if you learn acting technique, actually your autonomic nervous system will be changed. So that's science, but that's art too, right?
Yeah.
And I thought everybody should learn acting technique so that they can control the emotions.
Right, because sometimes emotions get the best of us and we can like be emotional and react in ways that we probably didn't want to, but it was our emotions taking over us, right?
Right.
Okay, so Eru, tell me this, and this is quite interesting. First, I am very curious because I am looking at your background. I am looking behind you. What is that you have? I can see like there's like a little statue there in the
Right.
corner, like a head, like a little. What's happening in there?
Well, so speaking of science, I have been working as a science writer.
Uh-huh.
And recently I became an editor-in-chief for French magazine. So actually, my name, Eru, is L in Japanese, L, and Eru is the same. And my father used to live in Paris.
Oh,
So my name is French. I can't speak French fluently, but anyway, so I published a magazine called Danhan, Danran, the
oh
magazine.
wow.
And I'm doing a writing job. So you can see he is Naoyoshi Kozai is an actor and also Chogokin specialist, and we're introducing like that. But anyway, so I love writing, and I've been collaborating with pharmaceutical companies and medical experts. So what I can do is, as an actor, I want to make people happier with art,
Right.
but I want to collaborate. I love collaborating with pharmaceutical companies. So I want to introduce great Japanese products today. Hold on
Oh,
one
okay.
second.
Yeah, we have here we're breaking it in. Like you're going to show us something new today. You have a surprise for us.
Right. So I love sharing something Japanese, especially Japanese are famous for science and technology.
Right.
So these two creams are for skin disease. So the first one, this is called Shosekin. It's for palmoplantar pustulosis, also known as PPP. It's a very painful skin disease and chronic recurrent inflammatory skin disease. And many people find blisters with yellow turbid liquid on their palms and on their feet.
Yeah.
And many people find very difficult to walk. So it's a cream, and all these products are invented by a company called Spine Pharmaceutical. So it's very, very natural. And this one is called Celsica. And Celsica is for psoriasis. Have you heard psoriasis?
Yes, actually, a family member of a friend of mine that I know, he has
Is
that.
it?
Whenever he gets like high stressed, he starts getting itchy
Right.
and all over his
Yes.
arm and the hand. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a stress. And so Celsica is originally for psoriasis, but if you have red, itchy skin, you can use it. Usually twice a day in the morning and in the evening. It's very, very easy. Just apply it on your red skin. They have to do something psychologically too.
Right.
Because I get red skin whenever I get stressed out.
So
So
that's
these
where
are
you blend the arts with the science. So it's like
right.
products, but also do some inner work and work on yourself and try to be reliable.
Right. The next product I'm going to show you is Eye Act. So this is an eye cream for ptosis. Ptosis is a eyelid condition, but it's very effective for facial spasms and Bell's palsy and eye twitching. And I have eye twitching whenever I get stressed out. So again, when you when you haven't slept well,
right,
you have eye twitching or something like that. But this is a very, very safe product, and actually Japanese Air Self-Defense Force, they're using it too to see the sky clearly. And these are called Platinum Haifu, and these are for sagging under your eyes.
Yeah.
Also great for lines around the mouth. So basically, black one is for men and white one is for women, because male skin is usually thicker. They are coated with natural microneedles. refined from sea sponges. So basically, what's happening here is you're applying it tiny 1 billion size of microneedles under your eyes.
Whoa. That
But
sounds...
they don't hurt. They are needles, and the old keratin plaques will come out, and these needles will come out together in about 72 hours.
Hmm. Wow.
Have you seen like a patch type
Yep.
like needles?
Yes.
So it's a cream type. So patch type can be like a flaky. So basically you're applying it with your finger. So imagine that micro needles with hyaluronic acid. So they're using a HAP, the ingredient's called HAP, hyaluronic acid with platinum.
Yep, I heard of hyaluronic acid before. Yep, that's really good
So
for you.
that's, and finally,
And best for last, or maybe not. Let's see. What do you have?
Tricotel R. This is hair growth formula.
No way. For people who are getting bald?
Yeah, so
Like
this
the
is a spray type, right? So this is for alopecia areata and trichotillomania, aka hair pulling disorder.
Ooh.
So it's basically autoimmune disease, but many people consider this is a mental disorder.
No way.
You know, when
hair loss? Hair loss?
Yeah, hair loss. Especially so alopecia areata is losing hair like a patchy, like a little circle. And trichotillomania is a disease that you can't stop pulling your hair. When you stress out or something happens in your brain, I don't know, and you can't stop pulling. So this will help you to cure your root. Yeah, so these products are very, very safe. They don't use parabens or artificial coloring. And it's very interesting because you can see the bottle. Can you see? They use cherry blossom, aloe vera, and clara and sage. So they use all natural ingredients. So the inventor of these products, Mr. Go Naruse, he's actually osteopathic practitioner and judo therapist.
Oh. So
he was a kind of like healer himself. And then he started this business.
All right. So I know, besides all the acting, making people feel happier, and a bunch of different pharmaceutical cool products, because these are cool, because there are a bunch of, pills and things that are really not great for you. But these also, as you said, paraben free, and they have natural ingredients. This looks awesome.
Yeah.
But you are like a Renaissance woman. You do so many different things. You're a scientist, and you're an actor, and you're involved with like pharmaceuticals, and you know your shit. You know a lot of things. And besides all of that, as trivial as it sounds, you are also into oracle cards. Please.
Yes.
Your talent.
Yes. I published last year, and I'm an actor, but I also wanted to produce something myself too. Right. So I published a book. It's actually oracle cards. Oracle cards is very common in Ecuador.
Well, yes.
Very huge here in Japan.
No, they're huge here as well, and
huge
everything
here.
related to cards and fate and like energy, and yeah, it's big.
I published oracle cards for performers specifically. So you can use during rehearsal, and each card I wrote exercise. So do you want to try it?
Yes, please.
And also my mom is an artist, and she drew all 44 cards.
No way.
To me. Yeah, she drew. So okay, I will shuffle. So there are 44 cards, and I will stop, and then you pick a number.
Okay.
With the calm mind. But I think it's better for you to have a specific question. For example,
in my head.
Yeah, in my head, or you can speak out. It's up to you. Should be something about performance, your show or your stage performance.
I have it.
You got it. Okay. So I will shuffle 44 cards with the calm mind. Okay, stop. Please pick a number.
Number 17.
17. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plan B.
Ooh, what does it mean?
So I'm going to read the book. I wrote it in Japanese, but so this is the. You
Oh,
can
so
see like
every
a dressing room.
card has like an entrance in the book.
Yeah, so these are like 102 pages.
Wow.
And I also wrote my experience with the FBI in it.
Oh my God.
So plan B, so the picture is from rhythmic gymnasts.
Huh?
And basically this card is saying that when you have a plan and something happens, for example, COVID strike, something you can't control,
Huh?
please switch to plan B. And I think it's time for you to do that right now. But it's good for you. So something's going to happen which you didn't expect. But don't worry about it because plan B will be actually better for you. It's meant to be.
Uh-huh.
Am I making any sense?
Oh, yes, you're making lots of sense.
And there I wrote an improv exercise here.
Oh,
And basically it's a 3 people exercise. And one person is saying a sentence. For example, I have a cat. And then C person will say change. And then you have to change something. I have a dog. So it's a conversational practice, but you have to constantly switch the sentence. And then the next person, B person, has to respond because this is an improv show.
right.
And then you will make a story. But
The cat or the dog or whatever is being changed.
right. And then C person constantly interrupts. Okay, change. But you have to adapt and adjust the change. And then you will make a story. So this is the exercise. It's kind of like a group exercise. Have you done that before?
I have
actually
not.
did that I did that actually on Zoom. It was very interesting experience. So I was taking a improv online class with my friend on Zoom. And we did that. And it was very, very interesting. So one person is making a sentence. So I have a baby. And then C person will say, change. Okay, I have a boy. Oh, you have a boy? And then you have to constantly change. Oh, I have a girl. But you have to keep going.
With the same storyline. It's not
with
like
the same story, but with a different situation.
Oh, that's so
So the goal for this card and goal for this exercise is basically adjusting a new circumstance or adjusting new environment.
right. And it forces you also
yeah.
to be in the moment and be grounded so you can be quick to adjust and move and change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where, for example, what's going to happen if your scene partner completely forgets his line?
Oh, with like theater, you have to be
right.
aware and on the fly, just keep going.
Or if what's going to happen if a scene change doesn't happen or light doesn't,
Someone
work,
missed a cue or an entrance or an exit or whatever.
So this is a card, but it's not bad or a negative card. It's saying the new change will help you.
Oh, nice. Okay, but is it possible for you to do another one or is just the one that it's been done with?
Yeah, you can do that. Do you want to try?
Let's do another one. This is cool. I like the mystical card stuff.
It has to be a different question.
Different question. Related to the arts, right?
Yeah. It doesn't have to, but it's better.
Right. Okay.
Okay, okay.
I have it.
What's
Number
the number?
5.
Number 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Math.
Ooh.
Math. Do you like math?
I actually grew up
Math
thinking
tower.
I didn't, and I always thought I was terrible at math. But the older I get,
Huh.
the more I use it because I'm really into personal finance and checking accounts and balancing accounts and this and finance and blah, blah,
Right.
blah. So I, on a daily basis, use a lot of math, but I grew up with this idea that I hated it. So it's a weird contradiction.
Oh. Well, math was definitely one of my favorite subjects at school when I
Oh,
was a
no.
child. I was
Really?
always into like numbers. I love numbers for some reasons. But anyway, so this is it's a card for you need to be very don't procrastinate, please on time and scheduling with numbers. So use digital clock or basically I wrote about New Year countdown concert. So the conductor, when they perform music for countdown on New Year's Eve, you have to be precisely, you have to finish the orchestra at midnight for the fireworks show or
Right.
something. And conductor constantly has to check his clock so that they can finish on time on New Year. So that's something, well, for example, in Japan, New Year is very, very big. So there are many, many New Year concerts here, but you have to finish the show, the music on time at midnight. So this card is telling you that you need to be like these conductors, precisely
On point,
on
on time.
time.
Like a surgeon,
Mhm.
you have to be like very
Exactly, a surgeon.
nice.
But I think this card is telling you that not just for your performance, you need to be more, how do you say, like punctual, kind of, for your private life too.
Hmm.
Because I see like lots of actors, musicians, performers are so lazy for their private, private life.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
For your partners, for your family.
Right.
So please don't forget, your family's birthday or anniversary.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I see lots of musicians, performers who are so punctual and precisely for their work, but they're terrible at their private life. So
I've seen that too. All right, my friend, this has been amazing. Please tell everyone who's watching you and listening to you.
thank you.
First of all, if you have any message for them, and second of all, where can they find you? Where can they follow you on socials? I'll leave a link in the bio,
Oh,
in the
thank you.
description for all your products and everything that you have, your amazing Oracle cards. So I leave the red carpet is all yours. Please tell everyone who's watching you the message you have
Please
for
come to Japan.
them.
So I'll show
Me
you
or
a
everyone who's
little
watching?
everyone.
Okay.
I've been singing too here in Japan, and I have a YouTube channel. I have Instagram, so I'll show you a little clip of my stage recently. So I would love to come to Ecuador. I've never been there. I
You
would love
should.
to.
Yeah. So what's the
Yeah,
name
must
for
be
your
beautiful.
YouTube channel? What's the name? And
It's Eru Gibson
on all
channel.
socials, you're as Eru Gibson.
Yeah, if you type Eru Gibson, because Eru is very, very rare name. It's my birth name, but ERU, very easy to remember.
It's a very pretty name, I'll tell you that.
Thank you. Gracias.
Alrighty. De
Please
nada.
come to Japan. You're
Will do.
more than welcome.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, my friend. Talk to you soon.
Thank
Please stay
you.
safe and we'll be in touch, all right?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.